Hey y'all, I'm Soltoast, and today I'm going to be playing a game called Investigator in the Case of the Unconventional Weapon. All I know about it is it's apparently a point-and-click game. All I got out of it. I should really start paying more attention to the descriptions, but let me just move out of the way. Fast. Where do I go? Good enough, right? Probably. Bobby Cat. I'm sure glad you're here, Investigator, but I don't know if we needed you tonight. Seems like a pretty open and shut case to me. Here, I'll put the details in your case file, see if you agree. Suspects. The victim is McGuffin the Puffin. Male, early 20s, found floating face down in his bathtub with his... Oh my. Oh my... Okay. Background check didn't come up with anything besides a few speeding tickets. Pretty blameless guy by all accounts. He worked part-time at a local Panda Express. Open and shut cases are often the most deceptive of all, Bobby Cat. By the way, who's that with you? Allow me to introduce my latest sidekick. His name is the Vanilla Chinchilla. Awesome name. I'm not your sidekick, Investigator. You know I'm only showing you for internship credits. Please allow my sidekick and I to inspect the crime, Bobby Cat. Right you are, sir. Yeah, this, doesn't look great for McGuffin over here. Looks like you missed something, Bobby Cat. Take a look at these bruises around the victim's neck. Neck bruises. Oh my goodness, this game is darker than I thought it would be. The formation of the prints indicate claws. What? Well, that doesn't prove me wrong, McGuffin. Could have been strangled afterwards. Either way, this is one stone-cold killer we're dealing with here. A toilet tank lid? Certainly give them credit for an unconventional weapon. Those things weigh a ton. Huh. We'll send the body off for a forensic autopsy once you're done examining, but it looks to me like the cause of death was repeated blunt trauma to multiple areas on the head. The weapon of choice indicates a crime of passion rather than a premeditated murder. Just one hit would have been enough. See, even your intern knows, Investigator. In this case, of course, it's a girlfriend. All the same, Bobby Cat, I think I'll keep an open mind. Oh? You sure you're done? Maybe we could sniff around a bit harder for clues. Please, no comments of my sense of smell. Huh. I've got a sinking feeling about this sink. What else is there? Never shies away from the search for evidence. In this case, however, anything... Okay. This is odd. Bits of quills floating in the toilet tank. Well, better collect it just in case. Kitty? Okay. Bobby Cat, take a look at this. Feathers? So what? He's a puffin. Puffins have feathers. I know, your night vision is better than your color vision, but puffins are black and white. These are brown feathers. Ah! I think that's all there is, right? All done. I've gathered the suspects down in the living room for questioning. Yeah, I'm done. Neighbors confirm that no one's been in and out of this house since 6 p.m. the previous night, so the murder has to be one of his roommates, or his live-in girlfriend. Well, you know what they say about keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. Fuck to you. This is just terrible, a horrible tragedy. Can you tell me why anyone might want to unalive McGuffin? Yeah, I can tell you why. I think it was that good-for-nothing girlfriend of his. To be honest, I mean, she wasn't even employed, just a total bum. That's not a reason for her to be a killer. Yeah, I guess that's right. I don't know. Maybe grief is clouding my judgment and all. I just think she's a real shady character. I know I've heard the two of them fighting lately. Can you tell me where you were all day? Yeah, of course, man. I have a final next week, so I was in my room studying until I went straight to bed at 8 p.m. I didn't hear a thing all day. Thank you for your help. You were close with the victim? Yeah, I've known McGuffins the Puffin since I was 16. We took pre-calc in high school together, man. Sorry to hear that. All for now. Oh, I thought that was just a, like, I don't know, decoration? Alright, listen up, you chumps. I'll tell you this just once, since it's obvious you couldn't pour water out of a boot if the instructions were written on the heel. It was that minx, Throaty. She's a coyote, not a minx. Shut up, shut up. I saw her. That stupid did it. I saw her run crying off from the bathroom earlier that evening. The only pity is she didn't off her. Oh my god, I'm just gonna with that. Okay, McGuffin at the same time. Game is a lot more intense than I thought it would be. Okay. I got the feeling some history. History? There's history, alright. That's not cheating. Okay. As for McGuffin, well, I thought we used to be friends. That son of a... I'm gonna stop you right there for the sake of this game's E for everyone rating. Please tell us what you were doing all day. Whoa, hold on a second here. I want a lawyer. I know my rights. I plead the fifth. Am I under arrest? I'm just asking a question. I don't think we're gonna get anything useful from him. Probably. No, wait, no. Goodbye. What about you? Hello, Mr. Yak? That's me. Could you describe your relationship with the victim? To tell you the truth, it was non-existent. I just moved in here like a month ago. I found the room on Craigslist. I bet you're really regretting answering that ad now. Yeah, I'm gonna see about breaking the lease tomorrow. My mother always told me not to share a house with murderers. What an oddly specific lesson. Could you tell me if you heard anything? Well, let's see. I had dinner in the living room at 5. Around 7, I headed to bed. That's when I saw McGuffin in the hallway walking towards the bathroom and said hello. My mother taught me to be polite, you see. By 9, I was in bed reading 50 Shades of... Okay, yeah, that's... I hope it's nothing like the real book. When I heard the most blood-curdling scream from the bathroom, I rushed to find Throaty on the phone with the police. Very helpful. Thank you, Mr. Yak. Okay. You have a nice day now. Talk to you. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Please calm down, miss. Sorry, I know everyone's blaming me, but I swear, I didn't do it. I was the one who called the police. Why would I do that if I were the killer? Good question. Can you describe your movements this afternoon and evening? Well, McGuffin was feeling poorly, so we stayed in bed watching Netflix together all afternoon. At around 7, he was going to go have a bath. When he wasn't back in bed by 9, I went to go check on him. That's when I found him dead in the bathtub. I screamed, called the police immediately. Thank you, miss. You've been very helpful. It was the chicken. Hope you feel better soon. Not quite as open and shut as you thought, eh, Bubby Cat? Something's a bit off, it's true. Plus that borderline porcupine is starting to look mighty suspicious. A jilted lover who kills the interloper and frames it on the wayward mistress? Yeah, I like it. Bobby Cat, you worry me sometimes. And that chicken's testimonial felt real forced, as if he just went into total denial mode. Odd that he never claimed to hear Throaty scream, huh? Oh boy, okay. What theory do you have about the pack yak? Nah, that bloke seems pretty alright. In any case, I would now like to investigate the area for further evidence. It's literally the chicken. It's you. What's your final next week about? Oh, underwater mineralogy. Oh, I love collecting rocks. Huh, oh well. Are these your feathers? Where'd you get those? Well, you know, I've been molting lately, and my feathers just keep getting everywhere. The roadie keeps complaining that they're clogging the drains. Thank you, Mr. Chicken. Your statement, why didn't you hear Throaty scream? Oh, I must have just forgotten, that's all. Now that I think about it, I do remember her screaming. Can I change my statement? It's too late. It's written down forever in my notebook now. I always forget to bring an eraser. You have a nice day now. Okay, This notice is addressed to MacGuffin. Dear MacGuffin, despite our long-time status as friends, I am at the end of my rope. I really need that 15,000 that you borrowed from me several years ago. I've just casually borrows $15,000 from just a person. Okay. I've included a detailed invoice and interest rate below. From the stricken chicken. Yeah, I really wonder who did this. A good life lesson: never mix friendship and money. What's this? Written by the deceased. Dear Throaty the Coyote, it pains me to do this, but here are 99 reasons why I need to break up with you. Wow, this is scorching hot. Good eye, the vanilla chinchilla. I'll take that for evidence. Okay. This. The really old picture of the borderline porcupine and the throaty coyote. Aw, they're holding hands. Guess they used to be pretty serious. A heart is a fickle mistress indeed. Okay, what would the other evidence be? Guess I'll talk to you. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! How are you holding up? It feels like my heart's breaking into a million pieces. I wanna crawl into bed and listen to Linkin Park for a year. Hello, kitty. Aw. Why does the borderline porcupine hate you so much? Well, we used to date. Yes, I managed to deduce that. We just weren't working out, so I broke up with him. I guess he was more hung up on me than I thought, though, 'cause he went totally crazy. I shouldn't have moved in and started seeing his roommate. Really not the best idea I've ever heard. Did you know about this breakup letter? Where did you find that? In a rubbish bin. Alright, Birdie. Well, that's where it belongs, clearly. My MacGuffin would never break up with me. Ever. The very idea. How dare you? Besides, would a dame as good looking as me get broken up with? I think not. I'm the one who breaks up with others. What are you doing? What? Okay, whatever. Take care, miss. You. Care to give your statement yet? How about now? Nice weather we're having lately. Alright, I get the hint. Do you know the stricken chicken? We knew each other through MacGuffin, but we weren't really friends or anything. He seemed kind of stuffy, and that's all you're getting out of me, Copper. Why did you and Throaty Coyote separate? That's scurvy tart, okay. Please, Mr. Porcupine, just the facts. Facts? There's nothing remotely factual or logical about that woman's heart. He left me saying she met someone else. Little did I know, it was for a man who I used to once call a brother. He also told me I shouted too much. Me! I think I've got slightly deaf in my left ear. Goodbye. Yeah, let's not talk to you again. Mr. Yak. Hello, officers. I'm afraid you'll find the house empty of helpful clues pertaining me. As an apology, might I offer you a glass of water instead? Well, you may be right, Mr. Yak. You'll understand that we have to look anyway. Of course. I'll take a sip of that water, though. Okay. Okay, what's your impression of your roommates in the short time you've known them? I find the borderline porcupine to be quite objectionable. Makes arguments at the drop of a hat. I avoid all discourse with him. The throaty coyote I can converse with civilly, however. We have very little in common, and I have always been a bit of a gruff bachelor. I have no real impression of the stricken chicken, or the late MacGuffin of the puffin. They were both retiring fellows and kept to themselves. My mother always says gentlemen should. Thank you, Mr. Yak. So, where are you thinking of moving next? I'm thinking of checking out a micro apartment or a tiny house. They're all the rage lately. I hate to break it to you, but you might not be able to fit in one. You have a nice day now. Hey, where else would I look? Look at the case. Okay. Let's see. What else is there? I got 2 more things left to find. Don't know where those would be. Oh, can you explain this collections notice? Hey, you can just paw around through people's stuff. Actually, legally, we absolutely can, sir. Alright, I'll confess. Things between McGuffin the Puff and I have been a bit tense lately. I loved him like a brother, but he was terrible with money. Plus, he was letting 30 the Coyote stay totally rent-free in his room. That's just... ugh, that's not cool. I'll be seeing you. Uh-oh, Investigator. Yes? The autopsy and the background checks have just come back. They check out, except for 2. The 30 Coyote, and has some charges for petty theft and shoplifting. And the other? The other is, I can't believe this, the Pack-Yak has been previously arrested on suspicion of murdering a series of roommates. Oh. That can't be good. What? Yes, although he was acquitted. In the autopsy, cause of death is listed as strangulation instead of blunt force trauma. So you were on the money there. But look, this is the strangest thing. The toxicology report indicates his blood was full of poison. Huh. That yak tried to hand us a glass of water, huh? Thank you, Bobby Cat. That unfortunately confirms my suspicions. Please gather, everyone. It's almost time for the part where I overdramatically point my finger at the killer. Yeah, I'm ready. Called you out here for a very important reason. This is the part where I overdramatically point my finger at the killer. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. I'm telling you, it was her. Vanilla Chinchilla and I are gonna give you a chance to show off all you've learned. Who was the dastardly murderer? You. Right. Accused the murderer. Nearly right. The Vanilla Chinchilla, in fact, however. It was all of them. Oh. What? Little do you all know, each of you independently conspired to murder McGuffin the Puffin, the first with the Pack-Yak, otherwise known as the serial killer. The Bison poisoned McGuffin much earlier that day. As a result, McGuffin fell unconscious in the bath. Second killer was Throaty Coyote, and after McGuffin left for his bath, he went snooping around and found the breakup letter in his room. Consumed by rage, he stormed into the bathroom and strangled him where he lay. In his weakened state, he could barely put up a fight. No! The third was the stricken chicken. He walked in on the carnage after Throaty had fled. McGuffin was still barely alive at that point. You could have saved him. Instead, you coldly condemned him to his fate by holding his head underwater. As for you, the borderline porcupine, come on, come at me, bro. I ain't scared. Upon finding McGuffin passed out in the shower, you remembered having seen Throaty run crying from the bathroom. Evilly, you decided to frame her for the crime, bashing the victim's head into a pulp. Whoever you failed to notice McGuffin was already dead. Your act was the most brutal, yet the most impotent. Well, I must admit, Investigator, I'm impressed. Your powers of deduction are extraordinary. I thank you. Before you take us away, it's my turn to ask you one last question. Why would I only poison McGuffin when I could poison the entire house? What? Ah! No! I'll kill you! I mean, I'll unalive you. My bad, you two. Oh no, Investigator, I don't feel so good. The Vanilla Chinchilla! The glass of water! No! No, not the Chinchilla. Man, apprehend the Bison. Investigator, I'm calling an ambulance. It's too late. You're a real scumbag, Bison. I'll see you locked up for life for this. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Take him away, boys. Or Vanilla Chinchilla. I won't be sorry to be done with this case, Bobby Cat. That entire household is real toxic. Okay, your intern just unalived. And now you're cracking jokes. Okay. Okay, that was actually really good. I actually really like that. The Vanilla Chinchilla, he did it for the internship credits. No, he never got the credits. He'll never get his degree. It's so sad. Okay. That was really good. I actually really like that. Well, that's all I have for today. So, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye.